Welcome to the Unaffiliated Creatives Podcast, a show where independent artists can learn from other independent artists. My name is kaeveryday, and each week I will be speaking with some of the most creative minds in the indie music space, trying to figure out what they have learned while navigating through the music industry without the support of major record labels. This podcast is brought to you by the good people over at King Neppy Studios and powered by Red Weasel Media. Thanks for tuning in to the Unaffiliated Creators Podcast. I'm your host, kaeveryday. This is the indie artist safe place, so take off your shoes, get comfortable, and stay a while. Do us a favor and please rate the show. And if you have any feedback for us, please email us at unaffiliatedcreatives@gmail.com. The snippet you heard playing was a freestyle by indie artist Prince Lordlito. Now that everybody has taken off their shoes and got comfortable, Prince, what you been up to?
Nah, man, out here working. I'm working on an EP called It's About Time. I do a whole bunch of content on social media. Be doing the bar content. And was out here trying to hustle, trying to find my way, trying to find my path, trying to find my lane.
All right, well, we're going to get into some of the things you were just talking about. But first, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of young kids out there that probably didn't even know where that instrumental came from. That was from DMX, If I Had 24 Hours to Live, featuring the Lots.
On the Max album.
Yeah, so rest in peace, DMX. But yeah, that's where the instrumental came from. So, just a little
that was one of my favorite artists. And I was a big Bad Boy fan, like that era.
Oh, okay.
That era that Bad Boy era was what made me start rapping.
Okay. So help me with this.
Yeah.
So help me with this one. This is my first question. So the area that you're from, is it called Williamsburg, Brooklyn, or is it Brooklyn, Williamsburg? Like, which way do you put the words?
It's Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Okay, because I looked it up online.
Williamsburg, Brooklyn. The locals say Willie B. My man started a clothing line called Williamsburg. And because the neighborhood's super gentrified now, so some of it's called as Williamsburg.
Okay, the reason why I was asking, because when I looked it up online, I seen some people say it said Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and then I seen it where the words was flipped around and it was saying Brooklyn, Williamsburg. So I was just wondering which way were the words supposed to be. That's all.
It doesn't matter how I used to say, because I'm about to rename this whole shit. Everybody's about to just call it Williamsburg. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just make the wave. This is just everybody's gonna just, everybody's gonna just follow the wave. It's just gonna.
So how was it growing up in Brooklyn?
When I was growing up, it was hectic. Shit was crazy. It was selling crack, selling dope. Because my hood is known for selling drugs, having good drugs. And we known for the manteca, for the dope, you know what I mean? For the heroin. That's what we known for out here. Man.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Because this is Spanish hood, you know what I mean? So Spanish cook up, they know how to cook up that shit.
I just gotta take your word for it. I don't know nothing about that, so
the history. The history would speak for itself. If you you go anywhere, I've been to jail, I've been to Rikers Island, and you go on Rikers Island, and you go and you hit the when you hit your dome, your house, and you go in there, because I'm Spanish, so you took the guala guala shit, you know what I mean? So once you tell a nigga, them dope and music in the top 5 stamps around here, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like this.
All right, so from doing
the name is out there.
Okay. So from doing a little research, I see that Tekashi 6ix9ine's brother used to hang out on your block. So how were some of those experiences hanging out with him?
It was just on some cool shit, we wasn't all day together type of shit. He used to do like Uber deliveries and stuff. Yeah, like he used to be with my man Frankie. Yeah, that was his best friend, R.I.P. Frankie. And that they used to do that bike life thing. I guess because they used to do food deliveries before like Uber was a thing. You know what I mean? Because like before Uber was a thing, like if you were like a bike delivery person, you could just go to any restaurant and be like, "Yo, listen, can I deliver for you guys?" And if they need somebody, they'll hire you, and then you can work for that restaurant, work for a couple restaurants. So I was in a couple restaurants. I mean, they worked for one right here on Avonmire called Blue Collar. They used to pick up all the orders there. So he used to be just all around here making deliveries. He used to sell weed. The first time I bought wax was from him. And he's totally opposite to his brother. You know what I mean? He's not like his brother.
I got you. So keeping it in the family. So how did you feel about the LA Fitness video?
To be honest, just similar to me, you know.
Oh, okay. So,
but that's
Okay.
But he rebranded himself. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, he a millionaire. We talking about him. He out there living life. I'm trying to get what he got. You know what I mean?
Hey, I see after that video, he been all over the place, man. So it seemed like he rebounded and he doing 10 times better after the video. So, I'm just saying, he all over the countries and stuff, flying all these different places, making videos and all that. So,
Yeah, that he kind of turned the tables on everybody.
Yeah. So real quick, can you explain to the audience how you came up with your stage name?
Prince, the Prince part, I got that from my mom because my mom's name is Reina, which means queen in English. So I got that part from my mom because my mom's name is Reina, and it means queen in English. So so I'm like, all her kids got to be queens, queens, princess. Princess and queens and shit.
All right. Can you walk us through the
but like where I got the Lordlito from, I was like in some drug program in the Bronx. It's called Palladia, and they used to worship God a lot there. And one day, this man was talking to me on the patio, and while he was talking to me, he was saying Lord a lot. And then it just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a rapper's head. So when he was saying Lord, I was just breaking down the word Lord, you know what I mean? And I came up with life because I'm like, what does Lord really mean? You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean? So like, I was just breaking down in my head, and then I came up with life or death, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, I like that. Life or death. Because like, like the situation I was in at the time, it was like life or death, like, like I gotta make it out of here. It's like shit. And then I added the Lordlito part because I'm Spanish. And I like that movie, like Carlito's Way. I don't know if you ever seen Carlito's Way.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. So I like that movie Carlito's Way. So I just piggybacked off of that. Instead of Carlito, I just put Lordlito.
Okay. Can you walk us through the process of how you made the AI song using Drake's voice?
I mean, I was watching Academic stream, Big Act, and because I'm a big hip hop person. Like, I'm a hip hop nerd, so I'll be on stream. I'll be on Academic stream. I'll be on for hours watching interviews and shit on YouTube. So I was watching the stream, and Academics, he brought it up. He mentioned it. He was talking about the AI tracks, and then he played it, And I was just like, then he started explaining like, hey, if you are like an unsigned artist, it's just, you should feature Drake. You should do all this. And it's just like, yo, that's just a good idea. You know what I mean? And like, when I did do the AI track, nobody, like, at the time, like on social media, I ain't see nobody do it. Now everybody's doing it. But I did it like a couple days before, because like once academics talk about it, it's just only like a matter of days before everybody get on it, because that's where most people get their info from academics, because he be on everybody, like he be on it before anybody, like, you know what I mean? Some of the time, not all the time. Because like he be piggyback off for other people too. Like if they talk about it first, he'll piggyback.
Okay, so basically what you telling the audience is you was one of the first ones to start doing the AI using Drake's voice.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like at the time they were only like, it was only white kids doing it. Like white kids doing it just to make fun of, like they were doing pizza songs, or like, I don't know if you ever Googled AI Drake short to see what comes up. But like people were just doing dumb, people were just doing like funny in the way that she even taking it serious, like, like not taking it, but like nobody did a live verse. Like the Drake AI shit that I did, it's a live, that's my verse, that's my flow. Like I put it, like I had to do a reference of how to do it. And then I had to like also, you got to type it in. Cause like when you do the AI, it asks you for a reference audio. So to see how, to tell AI how you want to do it. And then you gotta give AI the words too. You gotta give AI the words. But like it's still like depending on what package you buy, that's the quality you're gonna get. Because like I said, like I did it before, like other people. So now like everybody's doing it, and like people got better quality of the AI. So like the one I used was Uber Duck. It's called Uber Duck AI, and they got like different packages. So I don't know if people are using the same and the other ones. Like I don't know. Like.
All right, so kind of keeping the AI conversation going. So do you feel that the AI technology at some point will ruin the music industry?
I mean, ruin the industry. The industry's been ruined for like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't really like name one happy artist out there. I don't know one happy artist out there. I mean, like these labels take advantage of you, so it hasn't really been. You know what I mean? I mean, like if it starts affecting artists personally, like if artists, because Drake posted up, like because that they did a Drake AI version of Munch, right?
Yeah.
And Drake put it up on her. He was like, "This is the last straw, AI." You know what I mean? So if it's affecting people personally, or like they don't just like it, you know what I mean? Because they clowning you. You know what I mean? It could be whatever. It depends what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It depends what it means, I guess. Because if it affects an artist personally, then I guess yeah. You know what I mean?
All right.
And, it depends how it affects the music, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it still doesn't compare to the original though. Like, you feel it could compete with the original?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how far and how good the technology is going to get. So when I ask this question, basically I compare it to, and I'm pretty sure once I explain it like this, you're going to get where I'm going. So, as humans, we always try to find ways to make things easier. So it's good to a point, but then at some point, there's always going to be a negative drawback. So I'll compare this AI technology to like when you go to places like Walmart. So back in the day, you couldn't go to Walmart without going through a line and there was actually a cashier there. There was a human there, and that person was making money. That was a job. But now they got all these self-checkout lines, i.e. the AI technology. So yeah, it's making it easier, it's more convenient. The self-checkout is like a robot, basically.
Like, so I didn't understand the question. My bad.
It's all the same. It's all, but I'm just saying, so the AI, it has its good stuff because it will make the process of certain things with the music easier, but there's always a downside to, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I was just asking that you feel.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's what I was like, there's going to be whatever the downside is, but I still think when it's at its best, it's still not going to compete with the real. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
It would like you will always hear a little crack like, oh, nah, like that note was off, or like, he don't really like he won't say that word like that. You get what I mean?
Oh, I got you. You saying that the human is always going to be a little bit better than whatever AI.
Yeah. Just like a little bit, it's always going to be a little bit better. You know what I mean? Because with the flow, like with the AI flow, you can still hear the little robot in it. You know what I mean? You can still hear the robot in it.
Yeah, but don't worry. As they keep getting the technology, keep getting better and better. At some point, you probably won't even be able to hear the difference.
Nah, yeah. That's when that would be scary type. You know what I mean? But I don't know, because like I have a great ear, and I can know when it's like that's not Hov. You know what I mean? Like that's not Hov. That's not Hov. I mean, it will probably fool other people, but it won't fool me. You get what I mean? Because I can, like, I know an artist's voice. It's especially to an artist I listen to all the time. Like, I know his voice. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. So I had to ask you this question, you being from Brooklyn. So give me your top 5 Brooklyn rappers, dead or alive, and you can put them in any order.
I mean, Big is number 1. I will go with Jay number 2. We'll go Nas number 3. I will go Pun number 4. X, yeah, X. So yeah, X.
That was a pretty good list right there. We pretty much got a lot of the same people. I don't even know if you gave me 5. I know you gave me at least 4, but yeah, that was
no. It was Big, Jay, Nas.
You said Pun,
and X.
Oh, okay. You said okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can do better than that. Sometimes I come up with 5. I be thinking my 5 a little better, but I don't know if I can beat you on that one. All right, so now that we done got the top 5 out of the way, so who do you feel is the GOAT? Who's the greatest of all time, in your opinion?
Oh, the king. The king of rap. You know what I mean? It's nobody better.
Yeah, I normally say that I feel that he's the GOAT too.
Hov's actually like 10 minutes away from him, like Hov's project, Marcy project. Like 10 minutes away from me. Like when you take the J over here, like when you take the J like to come to my block, like you got to get off on Marcy Avenue. Like you take the J to Marcy Avenue. And you get off right there. And then the P's is probably like 15 minutes away.
Okay, so you in the mix. You close to pretty much where everything is. Okay.
Yeah. Biggie block 226 James Place is like 15 minutes away from us. Like there's only one stop. There's only one stop away from there's only one stop away from us on the BQE. Because it's right there, downtown Brooklyn, and you're like downtown Brooklyn is just like 2 exits away from us.
All right, so I had to ask you this question. You're actually the first artist that I've had the opportunity to ask this question because it's something that just happened kind of recent. But how do you feel about artists paying for the blue check?
I mean, if you're an artist, I feel like you don't got to pay for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, but they say it's just to verify you. So it was just to verify who you are. Why are they paying people to kind of pay and shit? Because like I've been trying to apply for my blue check for the longest. And they keep coming back to me and telling me that they can't approve it right now. But when you do the application, it tells you like we're only doing this to verify who you are. So put your ID. So it's weird to me. Like, I gotta go down there personally to Instagram, you know what I mean, and speak to these people and ask them what's going on with my account. Anyways, like, why I'm not getting my blue check, why I'm not, like, because I used to get mad views before. I used to hit like 4,000, 6,000 views on my freestyle videos. Like, to me, in my head, I thought I was about to go viral. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? That's not the case, man. So I don't know what happened, because now my views is not even touching to what before. So I don't know about shadow ban. I don't know what's going on.
Nah, some more.
And then plus, like, I heard you can make reels off of money. So it's like, yo, I need to fund my business. I need to fund my operation. Like, you know what I mean? If you want me to continue to create content on this app, I need some funds. I need to get something. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if they gave you this, but they gave you the send, like, the gifts thing, you know, like the gifts.
You talking about where you can put gifts in your? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think I have it, but I don't use it. But I was just gonna let you know, you can get the blue check if you pay for it, and this is why they started doing it. I'm just gonna let you know the reason why they started doing that was because a while back, I don't know if you've ever gotten these messages on Instagram. There was a lot of companies that figured out a way to make money off of telling people, hey, I can get you verified, and basically not trying to get too technical or too geeky here, but basically that's all it is like writing code. So people figured out a way where they could write code where they could put a blue check by your name and look just like the verified check, and people was paying for that. So IG and Twitter was like, well, if all these scammers gonna make money off of us to just sell a blue check, why don't we sell the official verified check and we make the money instead of all these scammers making the money? And that's why now you basically have to pay for your blue check.
Nah, I don't believe that. I believe that they seen those companies getting money and they were like, listen, we could get money too. And that's what it came down to, because so these companies is that good that they can't identify which companies are giving out fake badges? Like, come on.
I mean, they probably can, but it was just so many of them that it was just kind of hard to, it was like an uphill battle.
Yeah, I doubt everybody got the technology to give other people. I'm like, the people who got those companies that got that technology to give you the blue check, I'm pretty sure it's not like accessible technology that everybody can just grab. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but them scammers was making a lot of money off of it, though. That's why IG was like, yo, we got to start selling our own check. We ain't
yeah, exactly. It was like, you know what I mean? They on the block selling, then we on the block selling too. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure you can still get the badges through those companies, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm just telling you, if you want the blue check, man, just go ahead, you just start paying for it, like all that.
I'm not paying for it. Nah, that's like paying for vagina. You know, I can't do it. I can't do it, my man. I can't do it. Like, I'm too fly. I'm too talented. Nah, you got to give it to me. You got to give it to me.
Oh, man.
That's when I know it's real. You know what I mean? Give it to me. Like, yeah, it's real. I ain't got to pay for this. This ain't fake. You know what I mean?
So you brought it up earlier, but I wanted to ask you, Ken. So can you take a couple of minutes to talk to us about your EP, It's About Time, and just kind of explain to us what it's all about?
I mean, it's about time that I got this shit right. You know what I mean? It's about time that, I could fucking move forward to this shit, because, I wasn't as good as I am now. You know what I mean? Even though certain people don't have the same opinion, but these are the things like I grew up with and shit. You know what I mean? These are not like, there's a whole world beyond the niggas you grew up with, or your block, or your hood. You know what I mean?
All right, so that's the whole premise behind It's About Time, huh?
Yeah, it's all about time, I took my time to get this shit right, so it's about time that I'll drop this shit. It's about time that I start making some noise. It's about time that I'll start, making a career out of this shit and start playing games and start paying my foot on, niggas, man,
All right, so I wanted to ask you this question. So how was the weather when you shot the music video for your song titled To the Moon Remix?
That was the weather. I mean, I actually shot that video twice. Took the cameraman fucked up. I mean, yo, shout out CPD Films. He's actually doing his thing. Like, yo, I met him in like 2020. And I was like his first artist that I was like doing videos with. And now again, that video shit was scored for him. And he's doing the whole Bronx. He just did some shit for Asian the Brat. That girl that I used to fuck with, she used to fuck with King Von. I think that's her name, Asian. I think, yeah, the Asian girl, the Brat, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Asian dog or something like that. Yeah. He just did something for her and shit. But yeah, he's out here moving. But yeah, he did a lot of my videos. But we actually did that twice. Because he the first time. So we shot it in January, then I had to shoot it in March, like March or May or something like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I actually, like, I don't know if you ever heard the original to the Moon. You heard the original To the Moon?
You talking about your original song?
No. Because
no, I haven't.
Yeah. So like, I basically did some Puff Daddy on that shit because like a lot of it is like what I added to that shit.
Okay. The reason why I was asking the question was because in the video, you had like a big coat on, you had gloves on, you had a mask on. So I was like,
it was spring. It was spring, and
but it was
Montclair.
But I know, but I'm
Montclair, baby. That was a Montclair.
Yeah. Well, what I'm getting at is I'm hoping that it was cold outside. That's what I'm getting. It was cold outside, right?
Yeah, no, it was like in the middle. You know what I mean? But like in New York, you know what I mean? It's if it's cool. If the weather's cool enough for the jacket, we pulling out that shit. You know what I mean? Especially if it's you know what I mean? Especially if it's that shit. Niggas will bring out the fur and bring it out, bring out the fur. It's New York, man. The fashion capital.
Okay. I was just checking, man. I was like, I hope it wasn't 90 degrees outside and you had gloves on and all that. Come on.
It's just New York. We're just different out here. You know what I mean? We get fly. That's what we do.
All right. So you consider yourself a hip hop nerd. So what exactly do you mean by that?
I mean, I'm a hip hop child. Like the first time I listened to hip hop, I still remember this to this day. My dad was on the couch. He was bopping his head in his headphones. And I'm like, what is this guy listening to? And then he put it, now I'll tell you what you're listening to. He gets put it in my ears. And then it was ODB, girl, give me that money. Hey, and then I didn't really like it. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? Like, this is weird. And then I seen the video, then ODB looked at mad weird. Like, this is like, this is not fly. This is not it, This is not it, my guy. And then I used to watch BCat a lot. And then I was on BCat. And then, like, BCat used to be like, they used to show like all the videos, like BCat, which is like, I don't know if niggas know about BCat. Like, I don't know if you're from Virginia, so I don't know you know about BCat. But like, BCat was like some city shit. Like, it was like Brooklyn something, and they showed the videos, and they had like some crazy shit on it. They had some shit called Spick and Spanish. Now they had some shit called Spick and Spanish, and this guy who go to the tunnel. I don't know if you ever heard of the tunnel. Remember that nightclub? Yeah, so he used to be in the tunnel with a camera, and this is before social media. And he used to be in there interviewing the niggas in the tunnel, and I used to be like, yo, and I'm like 8, 9 years old looking at this shit, and I'm like, yo, I want to go to the tunnel looks like, but he used to interview niggas in there, and this shit looked crazy. He used to interview the dots, all the girls, like, yo, that was the internet before the internet. That was crazy. But I was watching BCat, and the big video came on, Hypnotized, and as soon as I seen that shit, you know what I mean, I'm like, what is this? It's like, this is what I want to do. Like, that Hypnotized video was crazy. You know what I mean? That Hypnotized video, that big, crazy. You know, with the boats. And they had bags.
That's classic. Everybody know that,
You know what I mean? But that's what caught my eye. That's what, you know what I mean? Like, that's why, like, growing up, I was never really into grimy rap. You know what I mean? Like, what caught my eye was big. Caught my eye, like the flashy shit. Like beside, like like this is what the fuck is this? All the this shit. You know what I mean? When you look at it like Mob Deep videos, you never really see the Mob Deep video. You know what I mean? Especially these shook ones, it's just like...
I mean, they were too hardcore for all that, man. Them dudes
come on, nah.
I mean, the stuff that they was rapping about.
So you want to say Big was hardcore, though?
I mean, but some of the stuff Big was rapping, he was telling stories, but Mob Deep was on some... It was just different, man. I don't know.
Nah, like you heard Big albums? You ever heard the whole Big album?
Yeah, come on, man. Oh,
yeah. So how much gangster shit? Like Life After Death? You know,
but like you said, it was just different though. Biggie was more on like the flashy, knowing how to dress, showing your chain and all that, your watch.
Yeah, but that's where niggas got their swag from, because my Wu-Tang, these niggas wasn't doing none of that. Nas wasn't doing none of that. Nobody doing none of that. You know what I mean? So Puff, because they used to make fun of them a lot, Puff and them. They even had beef. Wu-Tang and all the Big and all that shit. And as a youngin, rap beef as a youngin be serious. That's why when these little kids be NBA or Little Dirt and shit, you gotta take that serious, bro. Because when I was at that age, like I went through a couple of stages, like that big beef, I was mad small for that big against Wu-Tang, Nas and all that shit. I was mad small for that. But like once I seen that video when they were by the Verrazano Bridge and they were like all big and all that shit, I was like, these niggas. And when Jay and Nas went at it, I was ready to beat Queen's husband.
Hey man. Can we all just get along?
No, but that's how, as a youngin, that's how invested these kids be into these beefs. Like they ready to pop off.
Yeah, I know. Hey, like Big said, beef is when you need two gas to go to sleep, man. I mean, I heard the records. I know. Hey. But I do gotta ask you this. Yo, what's up? I'm here.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I didn't really get to hear what you said.
No, I was just saying, Big used to say beef is when you need two gas to go to sleep, so I get it. But real quick before we get out of here, the premise of this podcast is for independent artists learning from other independent artists. So I gotta ask you, what mistakes have you made so far in your music career that you think other people can learn from?
Mistake? I mean, I haven't really done anything to make a mistake from, to be honest. But what I'll tell you in life, I could tell you in life, like just don't, because like in life, life happens. You know what I mean? You could be pursuing something and then life happens. You know what I mean? And that would take you off your shit. So like whatever happens in life, don't matter if your girl break up with you, you lose your crib. You know what I mean? Whatever, you get locked up. It's just... And if you talented, man, just like try to like not go the other way, yeah. Like, I mean, not like just because you're going through something, don't stop what you're pursuing, my nigga, because then you getting slumped, depressed, and all that other stuff, and then you will look down and you look behind, and it's 3 years later, and you know what I mean? Just because you couldn't really handle the pressure under that situation, and you just folded it, and you just let everything go a mess. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, take a few minutes to tell the audience where they can find you online.
Well, just follow me at Prince Lordlito on IG, and that's the only thing I pop in. Where they can find me at right now is the IG. And them niggas. Follow me, like, share, comment. You know what I mean? I'm a broke, starving artist. Like, I just got my check, my first music check, $32. That was depressed. I mean, it was depressing and happy at the same time. At least I received something, some music. But how you gonna eat on $32? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to come on the podcast, man. And I'm gonna be checking you out in the near future, see what you got going on.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully, it's popping, man.
All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you.
All right, much. All right.